Ten of Coins. Okay, so I think the Ten of Coins offsets the energy that was appearing in love, where it was like some conflict to think about. We got some struggles here that you're, reviewing. You're still kind of stuck towards. Maybe it was a long-standing argument where that no one's budged in the relationship. Neither partner was really willing to negotiate or compromise, and so there's been some sort of stalemate there. Sorry to jump to love, but this is what attracted me first. Now, if you're single, you could have been struggling with the fact that you've been single and may have felt like you've been stuck by yourself for a while. It's like, what the hell? Where's the attraction going to come in? But we have an outcome card of the Ten of Coins, which is a very strong energy. It's confidence. It's like it's having something of value. So I think whether you're single or coupled, that the love life, despite the difficulties that have appeared, that it does end on a positive note, and there's a regain of stability, of focus in a relationship. So more than likely, if you haven't been speaking, or just if you haven't been speaking and the conversations have not been going well, that those conversations are easing up, and there's that camaraderie coming back, that connection coming back into the relationship, and that understanding, and feeling like, okay, I want to commit to this. I still want to commit to this. Now, if you're single, you may happen to encounter someone that brings out feelings of commitment. Even if it's early days, you could have that thing or that little spark where it's like, I hope this person ends up being someone who I want to, build something with this Ten of Coins energy. Now, there could be something inner in that case that pulls you back and forth. The Five of Wands and the Awakening card. And you're like, am I thinking, am I jumping ahead of myself? Things like that could be crossing your mind. But I like that outcome. Anyway, to do this properly, the Two of Cups is your center card, which to me shows that your focus, at least what the cards are, whomever the cards are attracting, relationships, business, friendships, family relationships, and definitely romantic, as is indicated in this particular card, as in most Two of Cups, honestly. For some, it's about fixing that relationship, which I think happens with this Ten of Coins on the love side. And on the general side, we've got more positive energy. We have the Ace of Cups in the World. So again, it kind of ties back to emotional fulfillment being the goal. There's quite a lot of feelings, sensations here with the Ace of Cups. So you may be feeling strongly about something or someone here. So much so that those feelings are overflowing and cannot be kept within. And it's bringing it sounds cheesy, but it's bringing the new chapter situation. So for some, that is going to be a new relationship or a new circumstance in your life that is just substantially different. And you feel feelings that you may have not felt before. It's very new to you with the Ace of Cups. It's basically like a new world in my eyes with this combination. And it could represent, again, there's no wish cards here, but who cares? It feels like getting what you want. And definitely satisfaction. The Knight of Wands. This card has a lot of energy to me. So I feel as though whatever is happening here is invigorating you. It's just like giving you that edge, the energy to get up and go and want to be busy, want to go out and have fun. And you could be attracting other people as well, engaging with others, being very, very active, whether it's just going to the gym, doing some sort of new thing you haven't done before. That's a physical activity. It feels like you're on the go. And it's an exciting week. And this also can represent lots of fiery, passionate messages between you and another person or several people. But I do think for the most part, the energy is focused on one other person, considering the Two of Cups is here. All right, let's get that extra card for each side. For some reason, I'm doing that this week, and I'm going to leave it this way. So we have the Five of Cups, and I do not think that you're overly emotional in the sense of being depressed or being upset over a loss. I feel like maybe this is what you're coming from, and the blackness, the darkness is starting to kind of fall into the shadows for you. That's how I'm going to choose to see that Five of Cups, especially with this energy. And we also have another five here, the Five of Swords. So it does kind of show that there is still issues that you need to resolve and that you're still dealing with, but I think the energies of the world is essentially giving you something to be excited about. This could be, actually, I'll see what the clarifiers say further. But this could be your own mind doubting the situation that's happening in your love life. We had that struggle here. The Five of Wands is like, I don't know, man. This is gonna work or not. And it's like, you know what? Let me really just think, and not make a move, and just pause. And so is he. He's kind of pausing. He's got these swords. He's got some thoughts and ideas about what's happening in love or what he wants. But he's taking that pause and saying, should I really? Should I not? But we do see, again, this great energy in the Ten of Coins coming through, which I'm choosing to see in a positive, despite the cards that surrounds it. But let's get clarification. The Two of Cups. There's that other person. I don't think it's you. It's the King of Pentacles. Male or female, whatever the case, it is more masculine energy, however. So as a female, that female may have more masculine energy. Anyway, this is someone that I find that you have trust towards, that has built trust with you. You got a long-standing relationship, possibly. They, of course, could be an earth sign for some. I do think that you feel that sense of comfort. They're reliable. It feels, at least, that they're an honest person. Whether they are or not, who knows? But it feels as though they're honest and they're a grounded energy. Now, let me get one more. Okay. The King of Swords. Well, for some, this could add the twist that, maybe some of you do have two opportunities, and especially in love, which would make this seem like a mental argument that you're trying to figure out which is the best option. You lean towards who you could build a life with the Ten of Coins. And that's whether you want family or not. It's just building a life with them, buying a house, moving with them, long-term plans. That's someone that you're trying to figure out who you want to connect to. So some of you could be deciding between two. Others of you, I feel as though this energy, this combination could be one person in which they're very serious. It feels like a very serious connection with you. And that attraction, part of that attraction is just how they're there for you, how they're honest and open, and also very firm as well. There's something about that word, firm, where again, they're very direct. That could be a strong attraction for you. And that could apply in other settings like business or a friendship. And it's like, this is the friend I've been looking for, They don't play any games. If they don't want to go to something, they're like, I'm sorry, I don't like bowling. So, I would love to be around you, but it's just not my thing. It feels like something that they would just straight up say, you'd be okay with it, and it's that type of relationship. I don't even know what I was looking for. So we got the Page of Rods as well happening on the side, and we have this fiery energy again coming through, very similar to the Knight of Wands. I think it denotes that very exciting week where, again, fun conversations, activity happening, maybe even some flirtations, but generally being excited about what's happening around you, or at least what you're involved in. So let's get that Ace of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups. I want to get one more. And we have the Seven. And I'm feeling that Ace of Cups is just longing for something new and fresh, again, that you haven't felt before. And I still think that's what's coming for you with these clarification cards. I think that there is possibly some residual feelings about having disconnected from the past. This could have been someone or a situation that has, given you quite a bit of regret, and you did have to disconnect from it. And so maybe that was recent, maybe it was a long time ago, but it's still with you. And so you may be thinking, well, these new feelings, is it the right choice? Is it the right choice to allow myself to feel these feelings, whatever you're feeling for? Is it the right thing to involve myself in this new thing? Because again, it could be an activity that you're doing. It doesn't have to be in a relationship. So there are questions surrounding it, but I still think that you're leaning towards just that excitement of the fresh energy of the Ace of Cups, especially with the Knight of Wands as the outcome. The World. You come to a realization at some point this week, and you basically are true to yourself and to anyone around you about what you want. We have more aces. We have new feelings. We have new thoughts. And being, again, this very direct. I'm not hiding anything that I'm thinking. I'm not hiding anything that I feel. I'm just going to say it. And I feel like it leads to good things with that World card. That's also a very, like, the cutting card for me. It's like cutting something out. We have that with the Eight of Cups, and that's you, like, saying, feelings, go away, done with you. And it's not, it's very, what's the word? Final. It's very final. Knight of Wands, please. We got that Five of Swords. One more. Ooh. 2 cards turned over. Again, it goes back to a relationship with someone else. And I'm going to reiterate: business, friendship, family, love, etc. This could be something that, for whatever reason, you don't necessarily want to admit to yet, or it's under the radar for the time being. But you may also have some mistrust towards it because of past situations. That's always a possibility with the Five of Swords. But I still think it lands somewhere beautiful with the Two of Cups and World as the additional card. And that actually reads to me like hiding a relationship or a connection from the world for the time being. Knight of Wands moves too fast to let anyone ask them questions like, what's happening with you? What's going on in your world? It's like, you know what? I gotta go over there now. I can't answer your nonsense. What is the Five of Cups? The Hangman. So the Five of Cups is still something that does linger for you. It may have been stuck with you for ages with this energy. You may feel as though there could be those fears, that you'll be disappointed again, but that could just be what they are, fears, which happens to all of us. And I feel like I see this almost every week for every sign, where in the back of the mind, I feel like I say it so much, in the back of your mind, you may be having some feelings that still exist. All right, so let's go to the Ten of Coins. And we have the Six of Coins. So there's this additional card of this financial aspect to love. And I think it's very important for you to connect with someone who maybe the same field is important to you. Maybe someone who is just very generous to their family, or you see that is very, very committed and it's all about fairness, equality. Those things could be a very important factor to you in love. And that could be something that you're deciding on based on those attributes. But it also shows to me that someone could be giving you quite a bit of time, their time, because maybe they want to prove something. And there's more Pentacles energy. And they're not restrictive either. So whatever this is, it's like no one is keeping you from doing what you want to do. The love life is not appearing smothering in terms of outcome. I want to see what this crap is about, though. What's the Five of Wands? There's the deception coming through again. You seem to struggle here in all aspects with some secrecy, some feelings, something that you're not completely open with, or having dealt with in the past, deceit, manipulation, lies, that energy, you could have dealt with it. That's still some sort of a struggle. Okay, Five of Swords. For some, that could be something that has been ingrained, like over time, whether you have the reasons for feeling this way or not, doesn't matter. It feels like there's some sort of general mistrust that you have tried to work on for ages. You could have also tried to combat the energy of, past relationships where partners have deceived you and you've just been over it. And so you have that skeptical side that's very strong, in which case you've been trying to put the energy towards fixing that, making it better, and not necessarily dwelling on it. I also get this as working towards not dwelling on things. So you have like a small argument. You may have dwelled on it for ages, or maybe the partner has dwelled on something since forever, and this is trying to break out of that pattern or not fixate on the little things. And I still think that Five of Swords is considering this new offer here, new opportunity, because again, there's that skeptical side that's appearing. It's like, how good is this? How real is this? What is it going to lead me? And then there's that energy again of money and work, and what that person does could be an important factor. That's also coming through here. I feel like the Queen of Rods could represent you. This could also represent someone else, of course, but in which case it's like she would go for something. And so that's being questioned right now, but I think this is about questioning just going for someone or going for a situation and taking the opportunity that's there in love and not holding back. So one more. And there's that struggle. And this just came to me too. Some of you could be struggling with a partner because there's differences in terms of money. Either you make more, they make more, and maybe that's been an issue for whatever reason. In which case it's something that's definitely trying to be resolved and worked through. But there's still some hurt feelings over the situation, and I do feel though with the Ten of Coins that there is a resolution. There is some sort of happy resolution here and fairness that's achieved that allows everyone to be happy, especially yourself. And you definitely have that independent, things are going to be good vibe.